Hello friends, it's Kendra back with another video. If you're new here, hello new friend. I ramble, so I won't be talking this whole video. It's pretty long, but if you're bored of my voice or you don't like it, go ahead and mute me. And there's also timestamps in the description block if you don't want to watch the whole thing, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sure I would, so I won't judge you. But you can go ahead, go down there and skip to whatever part it is that you care about. So I think with all that out of the way, let's move on to this build. So I named this build Ranger, and that's because going into this, I wanted to make something that was northwesty without being super specific lake housey. If that makes sense, probably not. It makes sense to me. But that was my goal for this build, and that's why I put it on this lot. This is the 40 by 30 in Glimmerbrook. I've always really liked this one because it has the mountains and the trees and everything in the background, and it kind of reminds me of growing up. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, I just think it's peaceful. It just feels really kind of isolated, and I like that. Apart from the huge brick entryway, who lives in the forest and has that like big, huge, like, well, I guess if you're super well off, maybe you have a grand old house in the middle of nowhere. I take it back. That does not make sense. Wow. So far, I got an A+ for this voiceover. I'm sorry, guys. I say I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop. So am I really sorry? I don't know. Yep. Anyway. So that's what I was trying to do with this build. I wanted to kind of feel like, you know, national forest kind of. Let me know if you think I succeeded. I feel like it turned out really well, but it took a little bit of time, and I changed my mind a couple times. I ended up thinking, like, towards the end, I felt like it was kind of beige. I realized later that's mostly because of this lot. Not that this lot isn't beautiful, because it is, but the light is kind of soft on this lot, and so, you know, the kind of like wood tones that I'd put on the build just looked sort of monochromatic, but in a bad way, I guess. So I ended up putting the green roof from Snowy Escape on it. Oh, and I used the columns from Get to Work, I think it is. So we actually have 3 packs on this build. I know, I'm sorry. I usually try to do less than that, but this build, it was calling to me, okay? Ranger, she was telling me I need that roof and I need those columns. Actually, I feel like Ranger's a boy. You think? Yeah, Ranger's a boy. So he was telling me that he really wanted those things from those packs, and I just had to listen. You know, I had no control over it. It's not my fault. But in all seriousness, if I keep doing builds like this, I'll probably end up with, you know, having a couple more packs than just base game or just 1 or 2. So I don't know. I'll still do my best, but yeah, I think that might just be how it ends up. Kind of on that note, if you guys would let me know how you feel about these builds. I'm liking them, but I also kind of miss doing the Suburbans, and these definitely take me longer. And I know most of you probably found me or followed me or whatever because of my Suburbans, so I don't want you to feel like I've forgotten you or changed, because, you know, I still love me some cute little awkwardly square Suburbans. They still have a special place in my heart, but yeah, so let me know. Are you liking these? Do you wish I'd, you know, go back to Suburbans? Do you like both? I'm trying to be a little bit more organized about my building, which organization and Kendra are not really friends, but I'm doing my best. And I might try to make like a build schedule or something like that. So maybe I could plan to do 1 of these and 2 Suburbans or something a week. I don't know. I'm trying to balance my building and this channel and everything. It kind of took up little bit more time in my life than I thought it would. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing it, and I really enjoy reading all your guys' comments. Every time one of you comments about something that I said like 8 minutes into the video, or something I did, at the very end of the build, I am always so impressed. I don't have that attention span. And so I'm just like, oh my God, they watched the whole thing, and it makes me smile. So thank you to those of you that do that. It makes my day. Like, it really, really makes my day. So I appreciate you. Anyway, that's not the point. Yeah, I'm a creature of chaos, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more organized and consistent. So let me know what you guys would like me to do for that, I guess. Does that make sense? Yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. So, yeah, back to this build. I think that it turned out really well. I can definitely feel like it's the kind of house that someone who doesn't ever want to see humans again might live in. Looking at you, basically my husband is that person. Like, when we retire, we're going to have like a big old fight about how far away from humans we can live, because he is totally one of those people that would love to literally move to the middle of nowhere and live off the land eating berries or whatever. So I'm gonna have a challenge when we get older to try to keep him at least a little bit of a part of society. I don't know, do you guys have people like that in your life? Because he's adorable and I love him, but also, who doesn't want to be near humans? I don't know, I like people. Like, I also like sitting in my house for days at a time seeing no one, but my dogs. I need my dogs, but on weekends, at least once a week, I need to see some people. Yeah. At one point he was like, well, my grandma lives 20 minutes from town. It's like, she lives 20 minutes from a town that has one gas station. That doesn't count. That does not count as near society. Like, I need to be, I don't know, within 20 minutes of a normal grocery store, like a supermarket grocery store. And, within an hour and a half of like an actual city where I can do reasonable shopping. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so, but we'll have that fight when we get older, I guess. Not fight. I say fight. I mean, discussion. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a lot of ramble. Anyway, so for this build, which is the reason you're watching this video, this landscaping was kind of interesting because I wasn't really sure how to add dimension in this build. I don't know if that makes any sense. Usually, like when it's a suburban build, I try to kind of add dimension with the landscaping by doing groupings and like taller and shorter plants, or maybe levels with the decks. And in the builds I've been doing lately, the build already had that with the levels and everything, all the landscaping and the water and the mountains. So for those, all I had to do was just randomly put stuff in places. So this one was kind of in the middle, where it already had a little bit, but it was also kind of flat. And it kind of just, I don't know, the landscaping felt a little weird to me. I think I actually ended up taking some of it off, because the more landscaping I added, the less you could see the build. And this build's not horrible looking, so that was a bad thing. Sometimes I'm like, this build is questionable, and I purposefully sort of cover up the ugly parts with landscaping. But that was not the case for this one, so I think I took some out. I don't know. It was one of those cases where you couldn't see the house through the trees. What is that saying? Can't see the tree through the forest? Whatever, like that, but different. I don't know why I said that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Thank you for still being here. If you hear this, I appreciate you. I think that is probably a sign for me to stop rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, wait, one last thing. I've been convinced to create a Patreon. I don't want you guys to feel obligated or like, you need to do that. You definitely don't. I'm still gonna be here. I really like creating Sims content. It is my happy place. And so I don't want you to feel like you need to go and look at it or donate to it or anything like that, but it's helping me justify to my husband that I totally do not spend too much time playing Sims. So that's why it's there. So I guess this is just a little, not exactly a shameless plug, but a slightly shamed plug, that it exists. But don't feel like you need to do it, because you don't. Anyway, now I'm actually done, I swear. So that is it for me rambling. I hope you guys enjoy this build, Ranger. He is happy to see you, so I hope you're happy to see him. But maybe not in a banana in your pocket kind of way, just like a normal, excited kind of way. Yikes, I'm sorry. Okay, that's definitely it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Happy simming. Thanks for listening. I'm so sorry. Okay, bye.